Hey, Harry, where the heck did you run off to, boy? Your lunch break ended ages ago. You have no right to slack off. You do well to remember you're nothing but a filthy temp worker at this company. If it were up to me, you'd be working straight through your lunch break, you damn moron.
Hey, Dick. I'm out doing door-to-door sales with Greg, the sales manager today.
Huh? With Greg? Thought it was weird when I couldn't find him. Tell me he's with you.
He's away picking up the car from the mechanics right now, but I can pass on a message if you want to leave one with me.
I ain't got jack to say to you, boy. Damn it, I'm pissed. I thought I was going to be able to force you to do all my work without that loudmouth Greg around. I can't freaking believe you're out doing the rounds with him.
Ah, looks like he's back. Just pulling in now.
What? You better not tell him about what I just said. This conversation stays between me and you, boy, or are we clear?
Good morning, Dick. Hate to have to message you like this, but can I ask why there's a massive pile of documents you were supposed to take care of on my desk? I wouldn't be opposed to helping you out with a few pages here and there if you actually asked me, but this is going too far.
Oh, that? I was going to ask you yesterday, and you went straight home after your sales calls and I didn't get a chance. I couldn't be bothered to message you, so I just left them piled up on your desk.
I see. Anyway, where are you today?
Me? It's my day off today. Oh. You better make sure you take care of every last file on that desk for me, boy. I want to see the neatest, tidiest looking pile of completed documents on my desk when I get back to that office.
Sorry, but I can't do this work.
Huh?
That goes for now and from now on, too. But I won't be doing your work anymore, Dick. Not even if you try forcing it on me. So you might as well save us both the trouble and not even bother trying.
What? You dare defy my orders?
Sorry, manager's calling me. Gotta go.
No, wait.
No, I really gotta go.
But the deadline on that stuff is today. Answer your goddamn phone, boy. I'm a full-time employee at this company, you damn temp piece of crap. You do not have any right to disobey me. You there, Harry. You pathetic little low-life worm. You finally slithered into the office, huh, worm boy? Anyway, stop slacking off in the lobby. I saw you stood around doing nothing near the reception desk, you know. Do not let me catch you speaking to Layla on reception, either. You have no right to even breathe the same air as that girl. You filthy, miserable, worthless temp scum. Oh yeah, and that ain't all. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused me by slacking off these last 2 weeks, you little pipsqueak? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. You'll know what happens to people who mess with the big boys soon enough. You better prepare yourself for the hell that's about to rain down on you, worm boy. How'd you like that for a kick, pipsqueak? Bet it hurt, didn't it? You know what? Kinda reminded me of my old high school days, back when I used to flush nerds like you's heads down the toilet. I got a nostalgic throb in my right leg thanks to you, loser. You know what they used to call this right leg in my school days? The Nerd Buster, and based on how far you went flying, I can still bust nerds with the best of them. Yeehaw!
Why the hell did you run up from behind and kick me while I was stood waiting at the reception desk?
Huh?
I want an explanation.
Why do you always need me to spell everything out for you, pea-brain? Connect the dots, retard. Don't take a genius. Actually, fine, you know what? I'll tell you this time, since I feel bad for you. Alright, so I kicked you because Kayla from reception, my girl. I gave you an ass whooping because I saw you slacking off, stood at reception trying to get into her panties. I warned you this would happen, but you didn't listen. Don't you dare flirt with my girl again, filthy temp scum. We clear now? We heckin' better be. Now get back to your desk and get work. If I catch you slacking off again, I'll flying karate kick you next time. Pea-brained moron.
Dick, I kinda get the impression you don't know. Could it be?
Know what?
I came from our biggest client company, Sadler's Stationery.
Huh?
They offered me a full-time contract a while back. I finally decided to take them up on it and left your company 2 weeks back without updating my temp contract. But I work for them on a regular full-time contract now.
Wait, what? I didn't know about this.
Well, that's strange. I announced it in front of everyone at morning call about a month before my contract ended.
Well, I just said I didn't know.
Well, Dick, whether you know or not changes nothing. I announced it in front of everyone at morning call, got a huge round of applause, and then everyone even pitched in for a goodbye card and a bottle of whiskey on my last day. Aren't they a great bunch?
Well, I just said I didn't frickin' know.
Anyway, the bottom line is I hold a senior position at Sadler Stationery, your company's biggest, most long-term client. The reason I visited your office today was to introduce myself as the person in charge of all dealings with your company, alongside the announcement of the establishment of a new department at our HQ. The plan was to have some lengthy discussions with your superiors about the future of our business dealings together. But unfortunately, I twisted my ankle with the momentum of you kicking me across the lobby, and I'm in no condition to be discussing business anymore.
Wait, what? Seriously?
I just got treated at a local doctor's and received a diagnosis certificate. Well, I'm about to head back to your office and wait for the CEO of Sadler Stationery to come pick me up. He seems awfully concerned about me and wants to know exactly how a routine introduction ended up with me at the doctor's with a twisted ankle. Let me guess. Dick, I bet you're currently up to your old trick of hiding away on the roof where you think no one can find you right now, aren't you?
What? Your CEO is coming. No way. I'm not hiding.
Oh, that's weird. You see, your boss says he can't find you anywhere. The entire company's looking for you as we speak. Based on what my contacts tell me, it's chaos.
Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh, this is bad. Real bad.
Adam, our company's CEO would like to ask you a couple of questions. We have to get to the bottom of exactly what happened in that lobby and find out what possessed you to kick me so hard I went flying across the room. Naturally, I told him there's a 90% chance you took the key to the roof, which is supposed to be out of bounds, from the caretaker's office, and are currently hiding up there like you always do when you don't feel like working.
How the heck do you know about the roof?
Oh, I wonder.
I can hear footsteps. Someone's coming up the staircase.
Listen, Dick, the best thing you can do here is to accept your fate and do as the cops tell you. I don't need to tell you how trigger-happy they can get with people dumb enough to resist arrest, do I?
Goddamn you. I lost my goddamn job because of you, asshole. How are you gonna make up for this? I was set for a promotion any day now, but now I gotta find a new job because of you.
A promotion? Really? You, Dick, of all people. A promotion?
Greg from sales was talking about quitting. Who else would they pick to fill his shoes? I've been waiting for a promotion longer than anyone. It was sure to be my turn next. You miserable jerk. You will pay for this.
I hate to be the one to have to break this to you, but they decided on someone else before they'd even fired you.
Huh?
Also, you didn't just get fired for the whole thing with you kicking me across the lobby. There were other reasons.
What?
You slacked off all year round while palming off your work responsibilities onto me and your other unfortunate co-workers, right? Surely you didn't think the higher-ups wouldn't notice. Oh, and not to mention your borderline stalking of your crush. Apparently you followed her home every night after she rejected your offer for a beer after work. What's more, she said she keeps seeing some weirdo crouched in the bushes opposite her street, holding a pair of binoculars matching your description.
You're talking about my Kayla from reception? I don't know what gives you the right to go poking your nose into my love life, but let me tell you this. You're dead wrong. I don't know nothing about no stalking. I love Kayla, and she loves me back. I just know it. She's playing hard to get. So, you know how some girls do that? Oh, wait, what am I saying? Of course you don't. You're probably a virgin, right? You loser dweeb. Stalking my ass. I ain't never heard anything so stupid.
You do know Kayla's engaged, right?
Huh? Wait, what? Kayla's engaged?
Not only that, but she has 2 children.
You're lying. No, my girl wouldn't do this to me. Seriously? My Kayla, a housewife with 2 kids.
Yup. Oh, wait, it gets better. Wait till you hear who her husband is. Greg, the manager from sales. You know, your superior.
What?
They have the same surname, right? You never thought that was weird?
Huh? Oh my god, you're right. I never noticed.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I figure I should make this as clear as humanely possible to you, since you probably weren't listening when it got announced during morning call, just like you weren't that time with me. But the reason Greg is resigning is because he's moving to Sadler's Stationery, which means me and him are going to be working at the same company real soon.
What?
His reason for leaving is pretty much exactly the same as mine. The whole thing took a little longer for him since they had to find replacements to take over his clients. But he'll be working at Sadler's Stationery, here with me from the start of next month.
I can't believe this is happening. Sadler's Stationery is well known for paying salaries way above the industry average, treating its employees really well. This ain't fair. You pair of traitors. You have any decency in you, you'll speak to the bigwigs. Get me a job there by way of apology for your despicable behavior.
It looks like the recruitment process for the mid-career slots is over for the year now, so you'll have to wait till more job openings are available. Sorry.
That's not what I meant. I mean, get me a job by calling in a favor or two.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Well, speaking of pulling in favors, you got your job there through a good word from your uncle who works as head of human resources, right?
How'd you know that? Anyway, so what if I did?
I heard some of the responsibility for your violent outburst in the lobby got pinned on him, and he got demoted.
What?
I'm not saying it's necessarily always a bad thing for people to get jobs through personal connections, and if we're honest, that's just how the world works. But in your case, you used your uncle's influence within the company, and the fact that he protected you whenever anyone questioned your behavior as an excuse to do whatever the hell you wanted, and treat everyone like crap. This is what you get for abusing and taking advantage of his trust and good nature. You deserve everything you got.
Goddamn you.
Anyway, think about it. There's no way what you're asking for would ever happen. Surely you don't actually think Sadler's Stationery are the kind of company to employ people with proven track records of violent outbursts against its employees? I wouldn't put in a good word for you if you paid me $1 million.
Then what the hell am I supposed to do? I just got fired, moron. Do you even understand how serious my situation is right now?
I'd say I've got a pretty good idea, actually. I'm pleased you at least realize how deep in the shit you are. My advice? Start job hunting soon. Don't you think it's a little weird that of all the people in the world, I'm the one you're asking for help?
Job hunting is such a pain in the ass. Hey, Harry, what the heck is this crap? A bill for compensation? I don't understand. Hey, answer me.
You do realize I could have gone to the cops, filed charges against you, so you'd have a criminal record for the rest of your life, right? You should be counting your lucky stars. It's only compensation I want.
Huh?
Your old company managed to beg my bosses not to terminate their contract after your outburst, so fortunately for them, it's business as usual. As for me personally, excluding yourself, I got on with everyone at that company, like a house on fire, and I'm super grateful for all they did for me during my time there. So I have no intention of dragging them through the media shitstorm that would inevitably ensue if I press charges. Besides, I'm not the only one charging you for compensation, am I? I know Kayla from reception definitely is, because we went to see the lawyer together. And then there's the two guys from accounts who are currently working on putting together files containing, all your abusive messages.
What?
Taking everything into account, I thought it was only fair that you pay me compensation for the emotional distress you caused me, as well as paying for my medical treatment.
I just lost my goddamn job. I'm unemployed. How'd you expect me to pay you all this compensation when I have no income?
Like I said before, get a job. Compensation aside, how do you intend on getting by without working?
There's only one thing for it. You have to get me a job at Sadler's Stationery.
No can do.
But
no.
But the money...
Do I have to spell it out like you're a child? I don't want to breathe the same air as you, let alone work at the same company as you.
Huh?
Wipe your own ass, you abject failure of a man.
Oh my God, Harry.
All communications from here on out are to go through my lawyer. Thank you, and goodbye. Dick eventually came up with my compensation money by knocking on his parents' door, who live way out in the countryside, and begging on his knees in floods of tears. Apparently, they were forced to sell their house to get their wayward son out of the catastrophic mess he had gotten himself into. Dick, being his naive old self, mistakenly thought that meant he was out of the woods. He tried his best to convince his mum and dad to let him live with them in their new apartment, but he was flatly refused and ordered to pay back every cent of what they paid me in compensation. With that, his royally pissed off dad drove him over to a friend's company office, where he was forced to live in an old, disused staff room while working 12 hours a day. However, Dick mistook this new arrangement as being the same kind of connection hire that got him into our old company. He soon began barking orders left, right, and centre, and within a week made the grave mistake of ordering the CEO's son and up-and-coming company president to make him a coffee. With that, he was savagely dressed down in front of all 50 employees during the morning team meeting. He now spends his days on the verge of tears, being shouted at relentlessly by a boss half his age.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
The boss just assigned me to a 2-week-long business trip. I can't believe it. The timing literally couldn't be any worse.
Huh?
I knew I needed to message you as soon as possible. Man, I seriously can't believe this. Does that guy have it in for me or what?
Calm down, Michael. What exactly happened? When do you have to leave and where are you going?
Tomorrow to Seattle.
What?
I can't believe he'd send me away on a business trip when he knows my wife is set to give birth in 2 weeks. You're so pregnant it wouldn't be weird if you went into labor tomorrow.
Wow, this is all happening so suddenly. I can only imagine they must be struggling for manpower or something.
No, there's no doubt about it. This is my boss trying to screw with me.
Is he the guy you told me about before? Michael, is he still trying to make your life difficult?
So, it's like this. Chris, the head of my department, actually used to work over at HQ, but he got sent over to our branch office after making the mother of all blunders. The company internet systems were down for a whole day, we lost 3 clients, and the entire company was in chaos. His job title is technically still the same, but his transfer here was essentially a punishment.
You mean like he got demoted?
That word was never explicitly used, but yeah, pretty much. It was a demotion in all but name. What's worse is that anybody else would have probably been fired for doing what he did, but since he's related to the president, he got off with what basically amounts to a slap on the wrist. Or at least that's the rumor going around the office right now.
Wow, I see.
Apparently his young wife, who he was madly in love with, divorced him. Some of the guys think the reason he's being so hard on me is because he knows I'm happily married and is jealous about it.
I see.
Sorry, babe, I couldn't get out of this one. I did do my best to try and get him to send someone else, but it didn't get me anywhere. I don't know if I imagined it, but I swear he was taking a sick satisfaction in hearing me beg him to reconsider. Grr! You know how some people get off on power? Well, he's that kind of guy. I hate to ask this, but do you think it would be difficult to get your mom to come over to be with you while I'm away?
Sadly, yes. Originally, the plan was to have the birth at my mom's place, right? But what with her caring for my grandma full-time and all, she would have been too busy. Not to mention there would not have been enough space in the house for us all. She has her hands too full to be here right now.
I see. All right, well, in that case, I'll explain the situation to my mom and make sure she's on standby just in case anything happens. Hopefully, you won't need her, but it doesn't hurt to let her know. Thankfully, you guys get along like a house on fire, and she really likes you, so I'm sure she'll be more than happy to help out.
Okay, thanks, Michael. You're the best. And for sure, your mom's great.
Other than that, all I can do is try to get my duties on the business trip over with as quickly as possible. Maybe then I'll be able to get home a few days earlier than planned.
I appreciate that, babe. Don't overdo it, though, okay? You won't be able to be there for me or the baby if you end up working yourself sick, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'll be careful. Thanks, honey.
Well, if it ain't my favorite sister-in-law in the whole wide world, how's it hanging? What's it been now, like 5 years since we last spoke? Okay, I'll cut to the chase. I heard you're always at home these days because you're currently on maternity leave and 2 weeks away from having a baby. Not only that, but my useless, good-for-nothing jerk of a big brother abandoned you to go on a business trip? I guess I shouldn't complain, though, because it's actually a huge stroke of luck for me that he's not around. Want to know why? I just left my 3 little brothers and my friend's 2 kids on your doorstep. Make sure you look after them properly, okay? Is that Perry? Oh, wait, are you back in town? Did you move back in with your parents or something? Bingo. I divorced my husband and came back home yesterday. Huh? All right, gotta go. I'm heading out for drinkies with the girls. Hang on a sec. What the hell? Perry, what the hell are all these kids doing at my house? How can you expect me to look after 5 kids when I am heavily pregnant and ready to give birth at any moment? This is ridiculous. You know I can't do this. Perry, I can't believe you left the kids outside my house again. And you didn't even warn me this time. This is unacceptable, and I can't keep looking after them. Oh, morning, Fiona. I left the kids outside your house again today. I am begging you, you have to stop this, please. I could barely keep up with them yesterday. Within 5 minutes of letting them into my house, my living room had turned into a frickin' track and field event. I don't have the energy to keep up with 5 small children. I can't catch them when they run around my house because of how pregnant I am. This isn't safe for any of us. The place looked like a garbage dump after you picked them up last night, but I was so exhausted I couldn't do anything about it. And I just fell asleep on the sofa, a stressed out mess. My head hurts and my belly is so swollen. Don't fake being ill just because you're giving birth in 2 weeks. Don't forget, I gave birth to 3 boys myself. To be honest, I barely ever felt tired at all, so I know you're bullshitting me. I can spot a faker from a mile away, so don't even try it, lady. I'm not faking anything. Everyone reacts to being pregnant differently. Just because it was easy for you doesn't mean it is for the rest of us. Oh, that reminds me. I did ask my mom to look after them, but she has a bad back and can't get out of bed. Huh? My dad's at the house looking after her, which means they both have their hands full, which means you better not bother them trying to get them to save you, because they won't. You need to take care of this one yourself. Oh my God. Okay, well, good luck with the kids. Perry, no.
Hey, Fiona, how are you feeling? Are you asleep? I'm sorry I haven't been messaging much. I've been super busy with these meetings. It turns out the boss didn't book me a hotel, so I had no choice but to sleep on the sofa at the Seattle company branch. He forgot, apparently. Who forgets to book their employee a hotel when he sends them away, especially on a 2-week business trip? Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm fine. A little grouchy at what a dick this guy's being, maybe, but fine. Let me know how you're doing when you get this, okay? All right, catch you later.
Fiona, sweetie, I'll be leaving the kids on your doorstep again today. Take good care of them, okay? Thanks, sweetie.
Hey, Fiona, good morning. How are things on your end? You haven't been replying to my messages at all, and to tell you the truth, I'm starting to get kind of worried. Are you still asleep or something?
Michael.
Whew, thank God for that. You replied.
Help me.
What's wrong?
Your sister Perry divorced her husband and came back to town to live with your parents.
She did what now?
I don't know how, but she found out you were away on business in Seattle, and she's using your absence to her advantage in the most wicked way. She keeps leaving her 3 kids and 2 of her friends' kids on my doorstep so she can go out drinking with her friends.
What the heck am I even reading?
I could hardly leave 5 small children out there freezing on my doorstep, so I've been bringing them inside the house, but I can't cope with this for much longer. My first thought was to reach out to your mom for help, but Perry told me she's suffering with some serious back pain and is currently bedbound. She says your dad's looking after her, so neither of them can help me.
How long has this been going on?
Today is the 3rd day in a row. The house is full of unruly little brats who don't listen to a word I say. It looks like we've been hit by a frickin' tornado. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I wanted to message you sooner, but I haven't even had a chance to step aside to use my phone. It's so chaotic. I'm worried one of them might get hurt. She's been coming to pick them up in the evenings, but by that point I am so exhausted I can barely move. I am at my physical and emotional limit. To tell you the truth, I have the weirdest feeling in my belly, and I don't feel too good. Even sending these messages now is tough.
Oh my God, no way! Are you going into labor?
What's this water?
Did your waters just break?
I think they might have.
I'm calling an ambulance.
Is that a good idea?
Of course it is! I'm calling one now!
Hello, Fiona? Your front door is locked and all the lights are off. Where the heck did you run off to? If you took the kids for a day out at the theme park or something, then that's great. I'm pleased you're finally easing into your new babysitter life, but I need to go home. Hello, Fiona, sweetie. Are you there? I mean, you can keep my 3 kids forever if that's what you really want, but I'm gonna be needing my friends' brats back, because their mom's gonna be expecting them home real soon. If you don't give me those kids back in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna be in such an awkward spot. Damn it, Stacy is gonna be furious with me. Ugh.
If it's Fiona you want, she got carried away in an ambulance.
Huh? What?
Miraculously, she still somehow managed to deliver our baby safely, but she's asleep at the hospital ward now.
Michael? Is this my brother?
I've been keeping hold of her phone for the last few hours because I knew you'd probably message her with your crap again at some point.
What?
I can't believe you're back. How dare you treat my wife and baby so awfully? I'm with Fiona right now.
What the hell? Why? You were supposed to be away in Seattle for another 10 days.
I cut my business trip off early and came home as soon as I heard what you were doing to my wife, moron. I'd been super busy with my meetings, so I didn't have time to message her, but when I finally did this morning, she told me about how you divorced your husband and came back to live with Mom and Dad. I was also informed of the small matter of you continuously dumping 5 freaking small children on her doorstep every single day to go out drinking with your friends. Today's the 3rd day in a row.
God damn it, what the hell does she think she's doing? She'll pay for this. I'm her sister-in-law, for crying out loud. The least she could have done was tell a few little white lies to cover me on the whole kids thing so she could keep looking after them for me. Why did she have to go and tell you?
How is she supposed to look after 5 kids while going into labor?
Huh?
By the time she messaged me, she was already going into labor. I'm lucky I messaged her when I did because her waters broke straight afterwards.
What?
I didn't know what to do, so I did the only thing I could while I was all the way out in Seattle. I called an ambulance, got on the first flight home, and made my way straight to the hospital.
Oh crap, are you serious?
I was at the hospital within 5 hours of calling off my business trip, and that's where I am right now. Unbelievably, I made it just in time for my baby to be born. If that ain't a miracle, then I don't know what is. But seriously, Perry, what the hell is wrong with you? Do you have mental problems? Who in their right mind would dump 5 kids who haven't even been properly disciplined on a heavily pregnant woman ready to go into labor at any second?
Hey, don't be so mean. I thought Fiona was the perfect babysitter candidate. It's not like she was doing anything other than lazing around the house all day. And besides, I thought it might be nice for her to have an opportunity to practice looking after children. You might not think so, but it was my way of being kind.
We didn't need your kindness, and my wife's childcare skills are none of your business.
Gah.
Thanks to your kindness, my wife went through a horrible ordeal and is so stressed out you wouldn't believe. We could have lost the baby because of you. I'll never forgive you for this. You better prepare yourself for what's coming. This time you crossed the line. Hey, Fiona, how are you feeling?
Hey, Michael. Me and the baby are both doing great, thanks. The midwife says we'll be able to leave right on schedule.
I'm so pleased to hear that. There's just one thing. Would you mind going back to your parents' house and not our place when you get discharged?
Huh? Why?
Don't worry, I already spoke to your mom and she says it's totally fine with her.
But why? Did something happen?
Yeah, you could say that. Thanks to my sister's shenanigans, a very unpleasant reality has come to light.
An unpleasant reality?
My head's all over the place right now, so I should probably dip out and take a breather. I'll explain once I've calmed down, okay? Your sister's gonna come home to look after you while you're at your mom's place. Perry is dangerous and unpredictable, and there's no telling what she might do. I want you to be somewhere safe until this whole thing is settled. I know this must be a lot to take in, but I'm asking you to trust me. Can you do that, Fiona?
Wow, Michael, whatever this is sure seems to have you shaken up. All right, got it. Don't worry, I'll be waiting at my mom's house.
I'm so sorry to trouble you with all this, babe. I know it's the last thing you need right now.
Michael! My boyfriend is your boss? Is this for real?
I'm the one whose mind is blown here, Perry. I had no idea your husband divorced you because you were cheating on him. Not only that, but you had another lover on the side who he didn't find out about during the divorce. My freaking boss. I nearly spat my coffee out all over the hospital ward when my coworker told me what he'd seen you guys doing in the office.
So what if I'm seeing your boss? I'm single now, so I can date whoever the hell I want to.
Sure, maybe that's true now, but it sure as hell wasn't when you were married to your husband and seeing two different guys behind his back. If you actually believe there's nothing wrong with that, then you're even more irredeemable than I first thought.
Huh?
Thanks to the grudge my asshole boss has against me, I got sent on a business trip to Seattle 2 weeks before my heavily pregnant wife was due to go into labor. As if that wasn't bad enough, you treated her like your personal daycare center by dumping 5 rampaging little brats on her every single day. And the reason? So you could go on dates with my boss while he went out to run errands outside the office. You disgust me.
What was I supposed to do? It wasn't just my kids. My friend said she couldn't meet her boyfriend if I didn't watch her 2 boys.
Basically, your friend's just as much of a scumbag as you.
Hey, don't insult my friend. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah, you're right. Of course the real scumbag here is you.
Hey, you watch your damn mouth, you jerk.
If the despicable lowlife who put my wife and unborn baby's lives in danger with her reckless, irresponsible behavior isn't a scumbag, then what are you?
Being unfairly treated, that's what. Don't be so horrible.
You've got some nerve to do what you did and call me the horrible one. Whatever. In any case, you'll be paying another round of compensation real soon.
Wait, what? Compensation?
This should go without saying, but neither me, Mom, or Dad have any intention of helping you. You're completely on your own now.
What the hell is this? Is it everyone gang up on Perry Day or something? Fine, whatever. You think I care? My boyfriend is a department manager at one of the biggest companies in the state, and he'll get me out of this in no time. Whatever poxy compensation payment you charge me for will be nothing but mere pocket change to him.
Yeah, about that. Apparently my boss is gonna get fired.
Fired? What?
You probably don't know this, but the reason he became my boss is because he got sent to my branch from HQ as a punishment for screwing up there. Basically, he was barely hanging on by the skin of his teeth. It really does take a moron of epic proportions to play truant to go on dates with your girlfriend when you should be out on company business. Even being related to the company president isn't gonna save him this time. Word got out when you guys were seen by one of my co-workers, and now everyone in our private group chat is talking about his impending dismissal. His days are numbered.
What?
I didn't know this, but apparently he has a reputation for being frivolous with money. He couldn't even afford to pay the compensation he was ordered to pay his wife, and now he's in mountains of debt to cover it.
Debt? Oh my god, this can't be happening. My boyfriend is gonna lose his job? Michael, no!
Let me make this abundantly clear, Perry. Neither me, Mom, or Dad have any intention of helping you out whatsoever. You made this mess yourself, and now you need to get out of it yourself. You're completely on your own now.
Oh my god. Maybe I can cancel this out with the child support payments?
Oh, yeah, that reminds me about the kids you kept dumping on my wife. You know, your kids who you seem to have no interest in whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, I was meaning to ask. No one told me anything. Where the hell are they?
As for your friend's two boys, their dad found out what their mom was doing behind his back, and he's currently in the process of divorcing her.
What?
As for your three kids, they're safely in the care of your ex-husband.
What the hell? Darren has the kids?
It's abundantly clear you're totally incapable of raising them, so he swore he'd take back full custody if it was the last thing he did.
Oh my god, you had no right to give my children to that asshole. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah, no, this isn't how this works, Perry. You don't get to treat your children like objects and then act indignant when those of us who are decent human beings get sick of your shit and take action. Hopefully you'll learn a lesson from all this.
But...
Nope, I don't want to hear it. There's nothing you could possibly say that would take back what you did. It's just like Jesus said, actions speak louder than words. You're not my problem anymore. I don't ever want to see or hear from you again.
What? No!
Goodbye forever. A few days after our last message, my little sister Perry was disowned by our parents and kicked out of the house for good. Apparently, she got a taxi straight to her ex-husband's place. It was probably a desperate effort to try and get her kids back, or patch things up with him, or both. Unfortunately for her, her ex-husband could read her like a book. He knew she'd probably try to launch an assault on his house, so he made sure that he and the kids weren't there when she did. He made a few phone calls, and with that, she was bundled into the back of a van and forced to work in my mom's friend's fish factory. As for the compensation and child support she owes her ex-husband, deductions will be taken from her salary from the factory every month until she pays everything off. Given that she owes a hefty amount of compensation, her monthly take-home after the deductions doesn't amount to much. And on top of that, our aunt is fully in charge of what little money she does have in her bank account now. For my sister, who believes life is about spending money on frivolous crap and getting drunk with her friends, her new situation must have come as quite the shock. I'm not holding my breath, but I hope she uses this whole experience as an opportunity to become a better human being. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We can't wait to see you again next time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.